Hi, today we're gonna talk about nanomaterial in cosmetic products. So first of all, what is nanomaterial? Nanomaterial is a material that is at nanoscale, which is very small, and it exhibits different fundamental physical, biological, and chemical properties, which are quantum physics effects and exponentially increased surface area. These new properties nanoness create unique and unpredictable human health and environmental risks, which, because it increased surface area, creates increased reactivity and enhanced intrinsic toxicity. Size creates unprecedented mobility to human body and environment. For the discussion of the regulation of cosmetic contains nanomaterials according to FDA guideline. So as we all know, nanomaterial is a material at nanoscale which have physical chemical properties, behaviors, or effects that could be different from a larger scale material with the same chemical composition. Okay, for example, the small particle size of a nanomaterial has the potential to alter the distribution and bioavailability of that material compared to a larger scale material with the same chemical composition. Or easier way is that we have two same chemical composition but different size. Okay, the small size leads to increased surface area relative to the mass of the particles, which could result in increased biological interactions. In addition, the uptake, absorption, and distribution of the material may be altered, leading to potential systemic exposure. As discussed in the FDA task report, studies indicate that various attributes of a particular nanoscale material, including increased surface area to volume ratio, morphology, surface features, and charge, can affect distribution of that material in the body and that material's interaction with biological system. True characterization of nanomaterials can form an integral part of the safety assessment. This will include proper identification of chemical composition, as well as impurities, structure, and configuration of the nanomaterials used in the cosmetic product. In addition, characterization of nanomaterials as present in the raw material, formulation test media, and in the relevant biological environment for toxicological testing should be considered to help determine potential biological interaction and effects. According to FDA, nanomaterials should be fully described, including the nanomaterial name, the chemical abstract service number, the structural formula, the elemental and molecular composition, including the degree of purity and any known impurities or additives. For the routes of exposure, the safety of an ingredient is based in part on the potential for exposure and the relevant routes of exposure that are determined by its intended use and its application. Some cosmetic products are applied directly to the skin. Some products may be applied by spray, presenting the possibility of inhalation exposure. And some cosmetic products are applied in an area where there is possibility of oral exposure. So systemic absorption can result from dermal inhalation, ocular, and oral exposures. Therefore, for nanomaterial, the dose to the primary exposure organs as well as the dose to any secondary target organs should be considered in developing or modifying toxicological testing methods and for evaluating the test data. For uptake and absorption, as stated, some nanomaterials have unique physicochemical properties that may alter the potential toxicity of a compound. Therefore, the safety assessment should address whether there will be an increase in uptake, absorption, transport into cell, and transport across barriers, or altered bioavailability or biological half-life. For toxicity testing, the initial step in the evaluation of the safety assessment of cosmetic product is to conduct toxicity testing based on a toxicological profile of the ingredient and their routes of exposure. There are several guidelines for conducting toxicity testing. Consistent with the guidelines issued by CTFA OECD, FDA recommends a minimum testing for acute toxicity, skin irritation, ocular irritation, dermal photoirritation, skin sensitization, mutagenicity, or genotoxicity. For repeated dose in 21 to 28 days toxicity and subchronic in 90 days. FDA also recommended phototoxicity testing for a cosmetic product that is intended to be used on sun-exposed skin. That's all from me. Thank you for spending your time.